Listen, basis loaded, bottom of the ninth. I want to talk about Steffes Cole, and I want to talk about the red pill. Now, in the red pill, a lot of guys are promoting you to get laid. First of all, these guys are wolves. When I mean these guys are wolves, they are literally wolves, and they're setting you up to literally get deleted. I don't care what anybody says. First of all, shout out to all the women out there that are strong. All women don't lust. All women, first of all, you guys have to understand, this man said the friend zone is dangerous. Let me tell you guys about the friend zone. It was two women that I met back in 2023. I thought they were cool. I continue to always be friends with them. I just found out in 2025, they were kind of borderline selfish, which is not bad. I don't have a baby with them. I never did anything with them. So with that being said, I have no ties. These were never my girlfriends. We never dated. We never said we loved each other. We never did anything serious. We only known each other for about a month or two. Nothing more, nothing less. But guess what? It took me 2 years, because you got to understand, when you're busy, you don't really have time. I don't care what anybody says. The people that literally have time, that's what the dating game is for. Guys with resources that have time to wine and dine a woman, take her to Santorini, Greece, take her to Ibiza, take her to Jamaica, take her on multiple trips, hit her 31 times in 31 days and dip. This is what happens. I don't care what anybody says. The dating game is for toxic people. You have to be toxic, because as a man, the end game is to get laid. And I want to talk about Mr. Organic next, but we're going to stay on Steffes Cole, because a lot of these guys, they are sheep. They follow the crowd, so they want to fit into society. I think the beauty of social media is you don't have to fit into society. And I'm gonna say this again, I feel the beauty of social media is you do not have to fit into society. You could literally live an introvert lifestyle. You could run it up and trust and believe there's some women around the world that will like you for you. She will like you for being authentic, and authenticity is the key. Until I find my Trinity, I'm going to trust in the Trinity. And I'm going to say this again. Until I find my Trinity, and that was the woman that Neo in the Matrix dated, I'm going to believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's just how I'm living. That's how I'm coming. And with that being said, Steffes Cole is talking about, if you're in the friend zone, you don't get laid in return. Or if you're in the friend zone, he said that these women don't try to set you up with their friends to get laid. Now he's talking about having a table in a club. First of all, I just want to say that if you are a man and you talk to women that go out to the nightlife, you are literally into working women. Only working women go to the club. I don't want to hear it. It's either working women or damaged women. No woman that's actually virtuous is going to any nightlife. You guys have to understand, if you want average results, do average things. Believe it or not, the club is made for average people. I don't care if you have millions or billions, you are still going into establishments. You are still going to establishments, let it breathe, around people that are doing average things. It doesn't matter if you have a section, you're just flexing around average people. Mr. Keep It Simple, break that down. For instance, if you go to the club and you get a table, 9 out of 10, you might look like the big dog, but the people who don't have a table, these people are what you call, they're just getting by. So you guys have to think about, Steffes Cole, he used an analogy as far as a section. First of all, you shouldn't go to the club at all. You shouldn't be around women that drink. You shouldn't be around these type of women. These type of women are female wolves, women that are on Don Julio, not being judgmental, but they will literally set you up like Joy Taylor. They will throw you the cat on consignment, and they will wake up and say, I regret making out with you. And then you're going to be like, what? Now you're going to have to call a lawyer. You're going to be fighting for your life. Let me tell you guys something, why the friend zone is the best zone. As a man, you should never ever want to get laid. As a man, you should only want to be able to pass your seed to the next generation. Most of these guys like Steffes Cole, most of these dating coaches, they will never ever really have 4 to 5 kids. They will never ever get married. They're not going to give you any righteous advice. They're just going to teach you how to be cold. Let me tell you guys something. Stop playing with women and be honest. If you want to get laid, You don't have to take on a date. If you want to get laid, you don't have to buy a table. If you want to get laid, just beg, because that's what you're doing. A lot of people don't think about it, but listen, I told you guys, we're going in 12 to 15 minutes. But 9 out of 10, if you want to get laid with a woman, you're weak. Society is not going to tell you this. Women, they're not going to agree with this. Some, but the real women that are real, they will say he's right. If you have to beg to get in between her legs, you are pathetic. Like, this is real grown man content that a lot of people don't want to hear. A lot of pimps, they're going to tell you to go out and play this game. A lot of red pill coaches, they're going to tell you to go out and play this game. You got people out here that are looks maxing. They're going to tell you to play this game. But I'm here to tell you that if you got to beg for a woman's phone number, you're begging. If you got to ask for a woman time, you're begging. If you got to want something from a woman, you're begging. I think the friend zone is good when you don't want something now. I'm going to be honest, the woman that I was friends with, you know what I mean? We did something, you feel me? Don't judge me, I won't judge you. So with that being said, they were my friends because, listen, when it's all said and done, like, we were lit. But, right woman, wrong time. But did we have fun? Yes. Did I have fun? Yes. So when it's all said and done, you know what I mean? Keep them on the back of my mind, you know what I mean? But when it's all said and done, these were never my women. And I never cared to make them my women. We just had a good time. It was lit. It was, you know, we just shared a moment. But it was nothing ever serious. So when it's all said and done, when it comes to men and women being friends, is it possible? I will say no. And the reason I say no is because my friends that I say, like, I was in a friend zone were women that I was actually with. But as far as going out and meeting a new female friend, there's no point. There's no point of meeting a new female friend in my life. I have 7 channels. Like, I'm in the zone. I'm locked in. There's no point of me having a female friend. I feel like as a man, you have to get serious with life. Why would you even want to be around a woman if you don't have real estate? Why would you want to be around a woman if you don't have property? A lot of guys, what they want to do is just go from Airbnbs. They want to go from different apartments. And when it's all said and done, they just want to go inside a woman's glove compartment. That right there to me is weak. And I don't care what anybody says. People like Steffes Cole, he is teaching you how to get laid. I don't care. That's not cold. That's weak. As a man, intercourse is made for procreation. Now, if you have a State Farm hit and run collision, accidents do happen. But when it's all said and done, if a woman makes you release, she holds the power. She took your seed. She took your soul. People don't want to hear that. So when it's all said and done, when you see a woman, you got to be honest with yourself. Do you really want to empower her? No. So if you don't want to empower her, the opposite of empower is to devour. Most of these guys that are red pill coaches by trade, red pill coaches by profession, these guys are teaching men how to be fake. They're not teaching men how to be upfront. I don't care what anybody says. If you are a man and you feel you got to beg, at least beg correctly. Tell a woman, listen, when it's all said and done, I feel some type of way about you, and I don't like you, but at the end of the day, I would like to, you know, gut you open like a Florida Marlin. It might sound crazy. You might sound like you have mental health issues, but if she says no, but 9 out of 10, believe it or not, women have lust problems too. But my main thing is, as a man, if a woman has lust problems, we're supposed to be strong enough to say, listen, sister, you're better than that. Listen, queen, you're better than that. Get yourself together. These biceps, they are made for inspiration. These biceps are not made for you to lick like a lollipop. I am not a blow pop. I am not a sour apple blow pop. I don't care how my shirt looks. I'm not a sour apple blow pop. So with that being said, if a woman try to touch you and she lusting after you, you know, just get the hand sanitizer. You feel me? And that's it. You feel me? You know, you got to spray that lust off you. Get that lust off you. Because it took me 39 years to realize women and men lust the same. It's just that women are literally just, you know, they take care of themselves. I mean, when it's all said and done, women put on makeup. Women will put on hair. They'll put on eyelashes. I think women put more work into self than men. So I think what happens is whoever puts in the more work, I think they get more looks, more attraction. A man can't walk around with a man can't walk around with, you know, extensions to his back. You're not Milli Vanilli. Girl, you know it's true. So with that being said, I don't know where the hair is coming from. I don't know if it's coming from, I don't know where the hair is coming from, but men can't do what women do. So of course, women are going to always get more attraction than men, because when it's all said and done, a man can't get a BBL. A woman can get a BBL. A man can't get implants. A woman can get implants. So women could do things to, of course, attract and strike more attention. Men don't wear makeup. Half of us don't even have clear skin. So when it's all said and done, a woman, she can wear makeup. It's accepted. So I don't know why men just can't see that when it's all said and done. You have to be honest with yourself. Why do you need to beg for intercourse? And you don't have to lie to yourself. If you're not a boss, there's no point in exchanging numbers for a woman. If you can't supply a job, if you can't literally help her pay her bills, take care of her kids, don't even fake it. Just be upfront with women. If you need to beg, just beg. Just beg from day one. If you see her, don't play a game. Beg. If you feel you need to beg, just beg from day one. If you see a woman in Walmart and she's super thick, she looks super good, be like, listen, I ain't even gonna lie to you, I need that tonight. But she gonna say, what? You gonna say, I need that tonight. She gonna say, what tonight? I need you tonight. She gonna say, I'm not like that. Well, guess what? Move on. Because there's a lot of women trust and believe. Right time, right situation. NBA All-Star Weekend. I'm not giving pointers. I'm not giving gems. But NBA All-Star Weekend, everybody freaking. The Super Bowl, everybody drinking, everybody freaking. So you got to understand the climate. Most guys, they want an NBA All-Star Weekend, and they're not basketball players. They want that on the weekend, and they're not living in reality. When it's all said and done, men and women cannot be friends. There's no point of being friends unless it's business related. And if it's business related, there's no friendship in business. It's only trust. So if it's a woman and she's your secretary, you trust her. If it's a woman and she's handling your taxes, she's handling your social security, she's handling your finances, you trust her. Why would you want to smash the help? Never get high off your own supply. Let's keep it simple. Break that down. Never get high off your own supply. If a woman is really working for you and you're really the boss, you don't need to be like that CEO that got caught cheating in 4K. We got that video coming too. So with that being said, as a man, you got to really stop and think. Why do we need women? We don't. And guys don't want to hear that, but most guys focus on something that is not necessary. If you're not procreating, a woman does not serve a purpose other than just blessing you with her beauty. In the same way she blesses you with her beauty, you could bless her back with your triceps and biceps. Smelling clean, looking clean is a mutual feeling. To all men that are in shape, when we see in shape women, is a mutual feeling. We make the world a better place. When it's all said and done, to everybody's in shape, you can inspire somebody that's not in shape. Vice versa, women can do the same, men can do the same. We don't have to compete. It becomes a competition when men have to beg. And that's my problem with Steph is Cold. That's my problem with all Red Pill coaches. That's my problem with Mr. Organic. Men have to beg, so they have to pay. Listen, the more you're erected, the more you pay. That's how the game goes. If you want to smash something, you got to pay for a section. My question is, how many guys are getting sections by themselves? That's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother topic. But I'm going to say this again. How many guys are literally getting sections by themselves? How many guys are ordering wings by themselves? How many guys are ordering tequila and making toast in the club by themselves? Most guys don't, because what happens is Red Pill coaches, they want you to date with women that are literally mentally damaged. If a woman is going to the club, she's mentally damaged. If she's twerking at the club, she's mentally damaged. If she's drinking Don Julio, she's mentally damaged. That's why she's at the club. It doesn't make sense to just go around men that want to screw you and you don't screw them back. Most of these women, they feel like they running the game. You feel me? They eating good, they drinking good off your dime, and most men are paying and they're complaining. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to spend a dime on a dime. If I pay for a woman Chipotle, I don't exchange numbers. If I do anything with the woman, if I buy a woman a smoothie, I'm not exchanging numbers. If I do it for a woman, I do just because. But that doesn't mean we have to exchange contact. I believe that if you're on your grind, you should not exchange contacts with the woman. You should not be friends with the woman. There's no purpose, because everything takes away from your future kids. Remember, it's all about the kids. Everybody, please put a K in the chat. It's all about the kids, your future kids.